So then the next part is the subject of morality, which I've always been the one to say that the evidence for good or bad, even before I got into presuppositionalism, never really swayed me that much as far as being a pro or I should say more of a con against Christianity, because it seems like give me a place to stand and I shall move the world. But if you don't have any place to stand, what say you? Why have the oughts and the shoulds in the world? And so your chapter of morality kind of takes that as well and says that when scientists try and or probably more so the skeptics come and trying to co-opt a sense of morality somewhere, it seems like they're just planting their flag into some random patch and saying, nope, this is where we should settle.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And there's something, I am definitely doing that, saying, look, there's not, that's just an arbitrary, you're just planting your flag arbitrarily. I see you planted over here, or whatever. I mean, but I actually am trying to go further in one respect, in that, so a lot of Christians will say that there's, and when they're talking to say someone, an atheist, and they say, look, they point out the atheist doesn't have an objective moral standard, and I think that's right. But I think Christians can get in trouble by if they use the concept of objectivity incorrectly. So here's what I mean. The universe, imagine you got rid of all the humans and it was just matter. There wouldn't be, there's no morality in that universe. There's nothing, chairs and tables, and there's just that concept, morality isn't even a thing.
Right.
So one of the things that, and you get this, and sometimes natural law folks can move into this, not always, but sometimes, where they think, no, there is something that's objective in the universe that tends to, there's this moral law in the universe.
Yeah.
And I would say, that's just not what value is. So ethical value, or moral value, aesthetic value, and as I say in the book, I say this, value requires a valuer.
Right.
So in my whole goal here is to take on Plato's Euthyphro objection, because that's the standard one against a divine command theory.
Right. Right.
And so you have to say, all right, well, it's either, you got a choice if you think that Christianity can, God can ground morality. It's either he chooses it and it's grounded in him, and just whatever he chooses is going to be moral, or he chooses what's moral because it's moral, and there's some rule book outside himself that he looks to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So when he commands us, he's kind of looking. So on that view, he's looking at a rule book that's outside of him, and he goes, all right, humans, here's what you got to do. Here's the right thing. So you don't want that. But then the alternative is, well, then there isn't anything outside of him, and he just says, hey guys, I want you to behave like just the way I like.
Right. Right. The old is good because God says it, or does God say it because it's good?
Because it's exactly. And I think that's a tricky, because you don't want to say, well, but I think there's an obvious answer. Well, I shouldn't say obvious. That's ridiculous. But there's an answer that we ought to choose, and just choose it unabashedly, and that's it's grounded in what God values.
Yeah.
So
okay.
whatever he likes, that's good.